You have accepted the challenge of being the best that you can be, and I want to commend Mr. Khan and everyone at T&TEC for their foresight and vision. The challenge is one that many receive, but very few are chosen. Many young footballers have been fooled by the mere fact of receiving a paycheck and gaining selection on a club playing in the TT Pro League. But that is as far as it went. Being a professional footballer is not just about receiving a paycheck. It goes far deeper than that. It is about your attitude, passion, energy, and effort. And I'm sure that Mr. Clayton Morris and the others around you and your coach would ensure that you understand what is necessary to be a professional. You have been given an opportunity by T&TEC to do something that you enjoy and I dare say that you would do for free anyway. That is to play football at the highest level there is in your country. Your challenge is to recognize and appreciate that fact. To work hard so that at the end of every day, you can look yourself in the eye and know that you did your best and that today you were better than the day before. Reaching the mountaintop is about consistency and resilience, facing your fears and failures and moving beyond them. The journey, I dare say, is not for the faint-hearted. It is not only for those who want to try a thing, as they say. It is no secret that the TT Pro League is facing and will continue to face humongous obstacles. That, my dear friends, is the reality of life as a pioneer. We are all pioneers. Those who dare to be great will be tormented by those who lack the vision and dedication to be anything other than ordinary. In embracing the challenge before you, do so with humility, not arrogance, for you are only a steward, a baton carrier for those, the younger children, who will desire to emulate you. You are a role model. Do not be sucked in by the bling lifestyle and attitude. Playing in the Digicel Pro League should not be where it ends for you. Aspire to make T&TEC the #1 club in the league, then strive to be the best in the CONCACAF region, and then move on to the World Club Championships. Individually, you should be striving as well to represent the national team in the World Cup as well. I hope that you are committed and believe in yourselves to attain these goals, as I'm sure your management as well has set high standards for themselves and for you, the players. On the other hand, do not think that you will just walk into the Pro League and win all that there is to offer without batting an eyelid. I dare say many others have learned the errors of their ways. In closing, let me ask the management of T&TEC to be the light shining to assist in the development of these young men to their full potential, so that they can then, using football as the medium, be the light as role models, doing good works, and in so doing improve the lives of their families, friends, communities, and the country as a whole. Let me once again, on behalf of the board of the TT Pro League, welcome you to the league, and in the same breath, congratulate you on your selection to the T&TEC squad. On behalf of the board, I can tell you that we are looking forward to having you in the TT Pro League. I believe that you will enhance the league and not diminish it. Thank you.
Mr. Omar Khan, our chairman, is perhaps one of the biggest internal supporters of Team T&TEC, and so we are especially proud to have him here this morning to speak, not just as the chairman of T&TEC, but also as a supporter of the team. And I'm only too happy to invite him to the podium to deliver an address. Mr. Omar Khan.
Our nation is blessed with an unbelievable amount of talent, sporting talent that is, much of which remains untapped. The opportunities are limitless for young men and women who possess the skill, passion, and discipline to become amongst the best in their sporting field. Therefore, as chairman of T&TEC, I consider it important that we are not only a leader in energy delivery, but dare I say, putting people first. And I see it as our corporate responsibility to help further the dreams of those aspiring young sportsmen and sportswomen and help build our nation in this process. By developing the future stars and possible future leaders of our nation, we would have done justice to our corporate social responsibility. It has been my experience that when companies help in the development of sporting talent in the nation's young people, the country, the individuals, and obviously the company will benefit in terms of its corporate image and in terms of its social responsibility. We are very much today, in a society that is bombarded with lawlessness, right? And no one has respect for anything, moral values, family values, and those things are now, very sadly missing in the lives of our young people. And, it's sad to see that the number of incidents that are happening in the country with regards to all these crimes is really difficult to understand where, as a people, we are heading. And it's important, as you young people who are given this opportunity to represent, first of all, T&TEC and make a name for yourselves, it's important that you play a role in the overall development and helping wherever you can with the young people and the people who you are associated with from your clubs, your communities, your villages, wherever, your schools, wherever you have an opportunity to make an impact in terms of influencing their lives in a positive way. I'm sure you all would have, been given the opportunity to do that by representing T&TEC at the various levels. And it's important for us to recognize that when we have opportunities like this, we take full advantage of it. But the only way we could benefit in terms of us developing ourselves as a nation is if you as individuals see it important to grasp this opportunity with both hands and really dedicate and commit yourself to development. And when I say development, the cricketers will tell you development, character development is much more than on the field of play. In teamwork, you will have an opportunity to display teamwork, understanding your teammates, leadership, commitment, dedication, support to one another, understanding one another, and at the end of the day, all those are important aspects of character development. And you need to take light of that and really use it to your advantage. As you heard earlier, T&TEC has been developing this craft of football and other sporting since before its first entry into the semi-professional arena. And that development has brought us to the Pro League to this day. Our team has a wealth of naturally talented players who we think will go even further, being exposed to the expertise from persons like Clayton Ince, Clayton Morris, and our assistant coach, Mr. Joel Bailey. Our hope is that each team member will optimize their talents and eventually contribute to the overall development of other youngsters in the future. On the other hand, the end of the spectrum, we are working out to find and nurture young talent through the T&TEC youth football team. It is my understanding that we are currently in talks with Neil Holloway, the general manager of Ocean City Football Club in the United States, and Lee Heron, the director of youth football at Reading Football Club in England, about a potential partnership with both clubs. They have accepted an invitation to do a youth camp for our club, T&TEC, here in Trinidad, and iron out the final details of a potential partnership with these clubs. This is not just an opportunity to expose our youth players to the highest quality of coaching possible, but also to expose our coaches to advanced international methods of coaching, both of which are critical to ensuring the proper development of our local youth players. We are hopeful that we can help create some modern-day football success stories with this program and with our players from T&TEC. It almost goes without saying that the contribution to national development through sport is a natural extension of the work that we are doing with Team T&TEC. For every one of our players who embraces the discipline and values of the game on and off the field, Trinidad and Tobago reaps the benefit of a citizen who lives the tenets of honesty, tolerance, respect for others, discipline, and fair play. These values are requirements for the overall development of a caring society, the kind of society that we hope Trinidad and Tobago will one day become. Ladies and gentlemen, Team T&TEC has a long road in front of it, but it gives me great satisfaction to be part of an institution that recognizes the long-term and immediate value of sports and the potential that we hold in this company, T&TEC. The board and management of T&TEC wishes to publicly pledge our continued support for our team, T&TEC, and to tell you that we will walk side by side with you along this long road. Earlier this year, our cricket team, T&TEC cricket team, started in the National Premier League for the first time also. And it's a remarkable year, 2011, that we have both the cricket and football teams participating in the highest national leagues in the country, the National Premier Cricket League and now the National Pro League, Football Pro League. I understand that our first Premier game is on Friday against the Defence Force. I'm not sure if that's still on with the state of emergency or whatnot. We will probably have to make some changes, but we look forward to being there to support you guys. Let it be known we'll be coming out with full force to energize you to move forward. Let's ensure that we give the full support to the Electric Boys. In the meantime, I want to stress to the team, let us keep our focus on the bigger picture and work diligently, intelligently, and strategically to achieve success. Sport, as you all know today, is an industry. Sport is no longer a mere physical activity on the field of play. It's an industry. It's a big business. It's a business. And in business, you need to put in place management structures. You need to put in place organization structures that will take our team forward in terms of strategic planning and understanding that is much more mental than just physical. So I urge the coaches and the technical staff that to start planning strategically. Understand the opponents you have to face. You must outthink them, outplan them, and outplay them. And when you do that, I'm sure you will always be successful. As was said by the great motivational speaker Zig Ziglar, winning is not everything, but the effort to win is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity again on behalf of the board and management of T&TEC to wish Team T&TEC good luck and all the best in the 2011 Pro League. And let me also state on behalf of the board and management that it will continue to be a challenge for us at T&TEC to financially support the team, taking into consideration the financial constraints that we now have existing not only in T&TEC but in the country, as you are aware. So in order for us to support you, you have to keep winning. And once you win, it will give us more ammunition and justification to support you. And not just winning on the field of play, but winning off the field of play. We want you to be ambassadors, good ambassadors of T&TEC.